Alright class, welcome to Fast in History. See the book? We're about to go over ancient Egypt. Now, I know it's the end of the semester and we all kind of bent, but we'll be okay.
Hey, I'm in class doing my project.
Alright. Now that I know it's the end of the semester, what have y'all come up with?
A time before time, people after people, generation after generation. This is ancient Egypt. These are the people and this is their stories. Captured by an American filmmaker, ALECIA Rashad. Egypt is in Africa. And what we have seen about ancient Egypt is status symbols. The most calibrated part of ancient Egypt was wall paintings, calligraphy, art, kings and queens. I believe the most important part is this is where our history started.
Hello, this is Gary Lewis here to talk about Egypt. Their fashion sense and their wardrobe was pretty much simplistic in construction. Mostly it was just huge cloth, and it was either tacked on with pins or tied down with like jewelry and just, tied down tightly. The more cloth was usually, you will see like either a white or cottonnous like color to the garments. That's because they really didn't have much to work with. You usually occasionally see like black garments made. I was inspired by the drapiness and the simplicity of the garments that was during that time period. There was only drapes, pretty much blocks of fabric that was sewn, not really sewn, but like tacked on with pins or like tightly folded.
Pyramids. They were built to store pharaohs that turn to the afterlife. By the use of mummification and tombs, all their prized possessions were placed with them so they can take it away in paradise. And what they believed was that they would return to that paradise and live eternally.
Set the cheetahs on the loose. There's a thief out on the move. Underneath our legion's view. They have taken Cleopatra. Run, Cleopatra, come back from my glory. Bring her back to me. Cleopatra.
In the night, she is Cleopatra.
Hello to all, my name is Brenda, and this was an Egyptian-inspired headdress worn by women in Egypt. Egyptians thought that headpieces symbolized that they were the first mythical queens and kings before their creation. The headpiece would set them apart from common people in the streets, pictures, and in statues. The headdress that is being shown is all handmade, and it was a process of 7 to 9 hours to complete. The beads that hang are all handmade and are attached to a braided strip that hides behind a band and is enclosed with an elastic at the back.
Egypt's architecture was quite frankly one of the most innovative and structured architectures out of all civilization. Although Egyptians were mostly known for pyramids, there were more structures and forms that meets the eye.
Now those days are gone with her loose, kinky dandelion curls, her deep mocha skin, lips etched like an Egyptian queen. She ain't need no mirror to put her lipstick on. She will be asked this question all her life. Her beauty was deeply ancient. Her spirit was soulful, turbulent, black and wild.
Hello, this is Kiara. So my garment was my inspiration from the Egyptian culture. When I did my research, I made sure I looked at the color schemes that they would use. I noticed they would use like neutral colors, but also with some of the artifacts I found, looked up, they would use blue. So also looked at like how they would wrap their dresses on them, their garments. And so the wrap that I did was, for one, like a pretty style, but also was the most feasible for my body type. And just wanted to incorporate the Egyptian royalty look.
Now, on my hand I wear an ankh. This is an ankh. An ankh is an ancient Kemetic symbol. The word Kemet is the original name for Egypt. This symbol can be found on the walls of the hieroglyphics in Kemet, and this symbol represents life.
Hi, my name is ALECIA Richard. I created my garment based off of the silhouette, the color, and the beading from the ancient Egyptian times. The dresses looked very tight and form-fitting and very elegant, and it just symbolized that women were very powerful and women were actually doing things and taking over and being a part of a lot of spiritual connections and just living their lives as a queen. And I really wanted to reciprocate that in this generation because not a lot of people feel comfortable in their own skin. I really enjoy the beading and the elegance and the sexy, fierce classiness to my garment. I believe that this piece is not like the cliche costume type garment, and I really wanted to embrace others to just create.
Although we may leave you, our last sentiment is cats were the most prized possession of the ancient Egyptian kingdom. They hold so much value to the pharaohs. Egyptians thought that the cats protected them from evil.
Alicia. Wake up.
Alicia! It's time to go. I'm going, dang.
He wears the ankh around his neck because he is a king, see. The ankh is a cipher in 2 sevens. A wise God in full circle, that's ascension. His love is a blessing, protecting me from misconception. Taught me never should I question my worth on this earth as a queen. Not just a human being, a breathing girl who's given for seeing a reflection of almighty presence. And in essence, my light is fluorescent, my moon is a crescent. Yes, he reciprocates the energy I give. Reminds me of the purpose that I hope to preach and live. I know I can be what I want to be, and if I work hard